Hey everyone, welcome to the webinar. I see a bunch of you online right now. Great to see you guys. I know some of you may end up watching this on a recording, but either way, I hope to bring you guys a ton of value in the next 15 to 20 minutes and share with you some of the key secret strategies we use to help our buyers buy in this market and any market to really help you maximize the equity that you can build in your home quickly and help you buy property. And at the end of the day, on the long-term outlook for real estate, you can never go wrong. If you make good real estate decisions, you can never go wrong in real estate. So then really the question becomes, should I buy right now or should I wait? I know many of you do not love the interest rates right now, and I get that. That's honestly created the market shift that we're seeing right now. And the market shift really is a lot of buyers sitting on the sidelines. It's not properties decreasing in values. It's buyer demand slowing some due to the interest rates. At the end of the day, we're going to go dive into the supply and demand in a second. But I believe that as a buyer, you have two choices right now. Number one is you sit on the couch like most buyers are, waiting for a better interest rate, which may take 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, we don't know. But there will be better interest rates at some point in time. You can sit on the sidelines and wait. And when that happens, you can jump back into the market like every other buyer is going to. We're then going to be in a place where you're going to be competing against 10, 20, 30, 40 offers like you would have 4 months ago. And you're going to be doing that to try to get a better rate, but then you're going to end up paying more for the property because you're going to be in bidding wars again. Here's number two choice. The number two choice is you continue to look for a home. You accept that the rates are higher right now, but you can refinance later. You shop for your perfect home. You're going to have less competition. You're going to be able to have contingencies like we used to be able to have. We're seeing this every single day right now. We're getting home inspections included and appraisal contingencies included in offers. And sometimes we're the only offer on the table right now. So you can shop in that manner, find a great deal on a home right now, and then shop for the best rate for a refinance from the comfort of your couch. To me, I'd much rather be sitting on my couch waiting for the exact right rate to refinance in 6 months, a year, than to be out there trying to compete against buyers again in the market. So those are the only two choices you really have right now. At the end of the day, buying real estate is always a good decision long-term. So if you've had your mind on buying, you're absolutely right with that goal because everyone should own real estate. And then it's just a question of now or then. I honestly fully believe that now is the right time. This is the best time to buy that I've seen in the last 5 years. And it's probably going to be the best time to buy in the next 5 years. And the reason I know this is when you start to see investors come back out into the market, you know something's up. You know it's a good time to buy. Many investors, including myself, have been sitting on the sidelines for a couple years anyways. I haven't been out looking for investments in quite a while because honestly, I wasn't going to compete with somebody who's going to pay a crazy price for a house. That is gone. We have a good demand still. We don't have an oversupply, but we have good opportunities happening in the market. Let's talk about supply and demand. Here's why I don't think the prices are going to go down. If they go down more than a couple percent, maybe 5%, I'd be surprised. They've already kind of corrected a little bit because people were paying way too much. They were paying over what value was 4 months ago. Now they're paying what value is, maybe a couple percent under that. So really the market hasn't dropped, it's just normalized. So at the end of the day, you ask yourself, okay, look around. We have the same number of supply on the market that we had this time last year. We have continually have some homes coming in the market. We have nothing that's flooding the market with inventory. There are some people that are going to get into trouble in the next 6 months and maybe need to, sell quickly or may get foreclosed on. It's not going to be a drastically high number, not enough to interrupt the supply. And the demand, people have to live somewhere. So there's going to be people that choose number two, which I just explained, to say, maybe now is the right time to buy and I'll wait and I'll refinance once I'm in that home. So there's still good demand. There's not an oversupply. So at the end of the day, even if you look at rentals, rental prices are through the roof still. There's not a supply of rentals, of a large amount of rentals coming in the market. There's not enough land to build enough apartment complexes to oversupply the market with rentals. So if you compare two equal houses, rent versus buy, it's still, even at today's rates, it's still a better option and equal, typically in most cases, to what you would pay for rent. Plus, when you own a home, you have the interest depreciation and you have the appreciation long-term over time. The only caveat I would say is make sure if something could change in the next couple of years in your life, that the property that you buy has the ability to have a backup plan to rent it out if you need to. If you do that and it can be an investment and it can cash flow or pay itself at least every month and have an even cash flow, then you can never go wrong buying a property right now. So we need to talk about when we get on a call with you, which we're going to ask you to do at the end of this call, is book a call with us, is to figure out your life plan, figure out some strategies to buying homes, and help you decide if now is the right time to buy. For most people, 9 out of 10 people right now that we talk to, it is the right time to buy. And we are negotiating super deals for our clients right now, and they'll be able to refinance in a year. And they'll do it for free because most of the lenders we work with will refinance you at no cost. So at the end of the day, if you find the right home for you, you should be buying right now. It's the best decision I think anyone can make right now, is to be in the market looking to buy. So hopefully that helps you understand how, so it's always about supply and demand. There's nothing that's going to, cause a crazy increase in supply. The demand isn't going to drop off so much that that homes just sit, that the low inventory that we're at already is going to sit on the market. It's just not going to happen. In fact, what we see right now is most of the good homes that are coming on the market, they're sold still in the first couple of weeks and pretty close to list price. It's just going back to normal. Normal used to be 95 to 97% of list price scenario, not 120% over list price. So we're just in a normal market right now. And this fall, winter, spring, I think is going to be an absolute fabulous time to buy. All right. Hopefully that helps a little bit. We can talk about that more if you could book a call with our team. But let's jump into a couple of the strategies that we use. Here's the first one. Zero down loan programs. They kind of went away for a while. They never went away. They were always there. It just was very difficult to use those 4 months ago when there was 20 offers on a property. When I say zero down, there's some mass housing programs that are zero down, and then there's a USDA program that's zero down. If you want to learn more about these, we'll talk about them on the call. But the big one that I think is a great program is the USDA zero down loan. It's 100% financing. It's a USDA program. It was created by the U.S. Dairy Association. Yeah, it sounds weird, but it was. And you can Google it, USDA eligibility map, and you can see the towns that are included in this zone for 100% financing. You don't have to have crazy great credit scores. Average credit scores are fine. And it's 100% financing. So, and the rates are very good on it too. And the reason they developed these loans is the U.S. Dairy Association back in the day, I would say it was probably, I believe in the 60s, if I remember correctly, they wanted to encourage rural spread and get people moving out into the country towns where small farms existed, where small business existed, to help maintain those communities. It's actually returning to be a very needed thing now too. Everybody wants to be close to restaurants and everything else, and some small towns are really suffering because of it. Well, this program encourages rural spread and encourages you to kind of move into towns outside of the cities. So if you look at some of those maps, you'd be surprised some of the towns that are eligible for that. Some towns that you kind of consider to be small cities, but they have enough agricultural areas in those towns to be considered in the USDA zone. You can even look up a property address in there to see if it actually qualifies. So that is a great program, and I really think you should be considering that program if you're looking to buy a home. So zero down, you still need a little bit of money for deposits and inspection and appraisal, but we can even ask for the seller pays for closing costs. You can literally be in a home for less than first, last, and security with this USDA program, which at the end of the day means, I don't know why anybody would ever not consider this loan program if they're thinking about renting. If you're going to go rent another house or apartment for let's say $2,000 a month, you'd be crazy too. You should really be looking at the USDA program. You'll get in for less than you would pay for first, last, and security. All right. The second program is a program that really literally could make you a real estate millionaire in the next 20 years or less. Here it is. You're a first-time home buyer, which means you haven't purchased a home in the last 3 years. So as long as you haven't purchased or owned a home in the last 3 years, you qualify for this program. You buy a multifamily, you move into one unit. You get the owner-occupant rates, which are far better than the investor rates. And I know a ton of properties on the market right now that you will literally pay for your mortgage in the other 2 units if it's a 3-family. You can buy a 2-unit, 3-unit, or 4-unit. Obviously, the best scenario is 3 or 4 because it'll pay for your whole mortgage. But even on a 2-family, it'll pay most of your mortgage. So now you live in one unit. You rent out the other 2 units, you save your money towards another home in another year or 2. You then buy another home, you can buy another multifamily and do this 2 or 3 times and have a huge portfolio of properties, and then you have literally, you become a real estate millionaire by moving from one of these to another to another. But let's say worst case scenario, you just want to live you're okay with living in a multifamily for another couple years. You buy the property, you move in 2 years, you have your money saved up for your next home, you move out of it, you rent your unit that you were living in, and now you have a cash flow property that's going to pay itself off in the next 15 to 20 years. That'll probably be worth $1 million alone. Even if it's not, let's say it's only worth $500,000-$600,000, now you have a single family home that also has equity. I guarantee that if you follow this plan, you will be a real estate millionaire in the next 20 years or less. Do it 2 or 3 times, you'll probably do it. You'll probably be there in 10 years. So it's a great strategy. Not many people know about it. I love that strategy. All right, let's talk about the grant programs available. I don't know if you've heard, but there's some amazing grant programs available that you can get up to $50,000 in government grants in the program that's coming out this fall. And it's no payback money. It's free money from the government as a thank you for, I don't know, as a thank you. It's an encouragement to keep the real estate market healthy. So we can help you with these programs. You have to book a call with us. We can help you identify which program is best for you and see if you can qualify. I can tell you, you would probably think right up front that, oh, this means low income housing. In our area alone, it's 140,000 household income or less, you can qualify for this program. So it's an amazing program. So if you're thinking about buying, book a call with us. We can talk to you more about this program and see if you qualify. Try to get you pre-approved for it now. You got to book now though, because these funds are going to be gone probably, my guess, by November, December. There's only a certain amount of money per state that's available. So jump on this now, book a call with us. We can talk to you more about this strategy. The other one is basically off-market opportunities. A lot of buyers like yourself, they're just reluctant to connect with a real estate professional. I believe that's largely because we're terrible at kind of showing you the value that we have in the market. I think we've done a terrible job as a real estate industry in kind of separating who's a great team and great agents to work with and who is just, we all act the same. We're real estate agents. We all have a license. We all can help you buy and sell. But the difference between a real professional and an agent just with a license is huge. As you can kind of hopefully indicate now, at the Lux Group, we bring a lot of value to the table. We find strategies to help buyers become real estate wealthy. And at the end of the day, if you have a great seasoned pro on your side, then I think you'll be glad you kind of connected with us. So you need to connect with a real estate agent if you want access to off-market deals. At the end of the day, real estate agents are a wealth of information when it comes to off-market properties. I know probably 20 sellers that would sell right now, given the perfect buyer. So a lot of those sellers just, especially in the fall and the winter, they just decide, you know what, we're going to take the fall, winter off. But if you bring me a buyer, I'd be glad to sell it at my price. A lot of times those prices aren't crazy out of control. They just don't want to open their house to a multitude of people during the winter, dragging mud and dirt and snow into the house. They just don't want to deal with it. But they would sell for that one perfect buyer. So when you connect with a real estate team like the Lux Group, you're going to have access to off-market opportunities. And as an investor, I hear about off-market investment properties all the time. We, as a group of realtors at the Lux Group, we really kind of share that information with each other on a daily basis. So we'll have our weekly meetings, we'll get together and we'll just share, hey, what do you have for off-market opportunities that are coming? Or someone will say, hey, I got an off-market coming in this town at this price. Anybody have a buyer that's interested? If we haven't had a conversation with you and we haven't had an in-depth kind of review of your goals through a call, then we're not going to know that we should be connecting that property to you. But at the end of the day, if you book a call with us, there is no obligation at the end of the day, but there is, that does give us the opportunity to kind of get to know you more and to be able to bring you the right deals if we do see off-market opportunities. So at the end of the day, the stats are somewhere between 20 and 30% of all homes sold in the United States on a yearly basis are off-market. Off-market means off MLS, if you're kind of wondering what that means. Off-market doesn't mean not for sale, it just means not on the open MLS market. 20 to 30% of those homes are sold in the US off-market every year. That's a lot. And those deals happen from working with professionals who are full-time go-getter type of people out in the industry that know people, that talk to people, that network with each other to kind of help bring buyers and sellers together when MLS doesn't work. We all know there's a lot of opportunities like that. There's a lot of reasons to not put your home on the market, whether it be condition or just, you know, your family doesn't want to deal with the headaches of showings. There's people sell their homes cash to some companies like HomeVestors every day. Why would they do that? They would do that because they don't want to deal with MLS. They also have the opportunity to save commission sometimes when there's only one small group or one office involved. So at the end of the day, booking a call with us. We can help you identify some of the off-market opportunities that come week to week working with our team. So, all right, that's what I had for some of the key values today. If you're a buyer or you're an investor, I think it's an amazing time to be out there looking to buy right now. At the end of the day, we won't know if you're serious about, hey, yeah, I would buy right now if the right opportunity comes in front of me. We won't know this unless you book a call with us. So you're probably wondering, okay, what happens from here? At the end of the day, I really want you to click on the link below and book a call with us. Because when you book a call with us, we're going to get on the call with you. It's a no obligation call. It's just a chance for us to learn more about you and about your goals. And we're going to share some more of these strategies that you're mostly interested in. So if something triggered your interest today in this webinar that's really of interest to you, then jump on a call with us and let's learn a little bit more about your goals. On that call, we're also going to go over the 10 biggest mistakes that home buyers make when out there looking for homes. As a construction manager for 15 years before I jumped into real estate, and having been in the real estate industry for 16 years now, I and my team has been highly trained and is highly skilled at recognizing issues in properties. Now, some issues create opportunity, and some issues are ones that you literally want to run away from. So at the end of the day, we're going to help you identify the problems and the 10 biggest mistakes that buyers make. And we're going to make sure you understand those 10 biggest mistakes, and we're going to be watching out for them if you decide to work with us. So we're going to teach you those in a one-on-one call, and it's going to be a great value to you. So at the end of the day, even if you don't end up working with us or you don't enjoy the conversation that you've had with one of our team members, or it's just not a good fit, then that's okay. You just got a ton of value out of that call. So we're going to go over the 10 biggest mistakes buyers make when buying a home. We're also going to talk about a real estate life plan for real estate. So if you don't have a real estate life plan, then, and I guarantee most agents have never even spoken to you about this, I think it's a big mistake. If you don't look at your next purchase, whether it's a home or an investment, and see how it fits into your real estate life plan, then you're making a big mistake. The reason being, let's say life changes for you. You talk to us about a plan, and then something changes in 2 years, something you couldn't predict. Well, then we're going to have a backup plan for you. We're going to have a plan to be able to keep that property and rent it out if it's not the ideal time to sell it and cash in on some equity. So if for some reason the market does go down a few percent, then you won't have to sell it and lose money. You'll have a backup option. So at the end of the day, we always want you to have a backup option so that no matter when you buy, it's never a wrong time long-term. We always want it to work out for you long-term. So we talk about a real estate life plan with you, and probably most agents have never even spoken about this. So that, because at the end of the day, our job doesn't end with just selling you your next home. Our job never ends with you or your family. We want to be your family's realtors for life. We want to be your real estate advisors for life. If you need anything real estate related, we want to be there for you. I'll tell you one example of this. I just had a client that called me that had a question about a tenant. I wasn't going to make anything off it, but I've always told all my clients, as well as any of our team members tell all of our clients, like, hey, if you need anything real estate related, give us a call. If you need a plumber, electrician, snowplow guy, give us a call. We have all kinds of resources for those kind of things, but we're also there to give you good advice. So I was able to kind of look at a tenant that he was interested in putting into one of his tenant rental properties. And I was able to determine very quickly that their veteran benefits letter was forged and that they were probably scamming either a parent or an ex out of money on a monthly basis. And they would have been a nightmare to get rid of if they ever stopped paying the rent. So I was able to probably save my client $20,000 in headaches if that tenant was put into that unit and then all of a sudden stopped paying, because I truly believe that they were scamming someone out of money or they weren't making the income at all. And they were just showing it, trying to get in, and then knowing that they wouldn't be evicted for 1 to 2 years because they were a veteran and they were disabled. So at the end of the day, we're always going to be there for you, and we're going to work towards your real estate life plan. So we're going to go over that on the call, so that after the call, you can decide whether you want to work with us or not. And then we're also going to, if you decide you want to work with us and be part of our real estate family, we're going to add you to our Lux Life Family Life Program. Our Lux Life Family Program is basically going to help you save probably hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of your lifetime in real estate commission savings and savings on attorneys' fees, lenders' fees, landscapers, plumbers, electricians. All of the professionals in our network are willing to share value with you that they wouldn't with anybody on an outside basis that doesn't come by referral. At the end of the day, everything we do is by referral in our network, and we want to bring you in as a partner in our referral network. If you have family members that are in the trades, we want to bring them into the organization as well. At the end of the day, if we believe that we can work together as one big real estate family, then we're all going to flourish and create real estate wealth and have an abundance in our lives. So we're going to invite you into that program if you're interested in working with us after the call. So those three things we're going to go over. And then also, if you book right now, we've got three bonuses that you can take part in just for being on this webinar or watching the recording and booking before they're done. So the three bonuses are, if you buy or sell with a Lux Group, we're going to donate between $500 and $1,500 to a charity of your choice, or we'll give you a gift card to a place of your choice, whether it's Home Depot or a restaurant, whatever you want. That depends on sale price. We'll talk about that during our call. Bonus number 2 is we're going to give you up to $1,000 loan closing costs savings when you work with one of our preferred lenders in our network. We have several lenders in our network that we trust with our family and our friends. We even do our own mortgages through these lenders and attorneys. So on the lending side, you'll save up to $1,000 on loan closing costs if you work with a lender within our network. And then if you work with an attorney within our network, you're going to save up to $500 in attorney's fees on your closing. So right there alone, you could have a couple grand, $2,000 to $3,000 in savings just working with members of our network and our organization. So those three bonuses are only here for a limited time. So make sure you book a call with us. We can't give bonuses to everybody, but we do want to give those to those people that are serious about doing something right now and seriously ready to start building their real estate wealth or continuing to build their real estate wealth. So jump on below, book a call right now. We look forward to chatting with you further. We're going to dive deeper into your goals. We're going to learn more about you. And at the end of the day, there's no obligation after this call. If you think it's a good fit with a team member that we've aligned you with, then great. We look forward to helping you thrive and buy real estate and become real estate wealthy. If it's not a good fit, all we ask is that you give us an opportunity to try to align you with another one of our team members so that we can find the perfect fit and the right expert for you. Because at the end of the day, not only do you want an expert who's an expert in what you're looking to do, but you want someone that has the personality that fits with yours. We all have different personalities. We all know that there's some people we just get along with and there's others that we just don't. So after you book a call with us, you're going to get a list of survey questions. It's highly important for us that you answer those questions because those questions are going to help us figure out who to align you with on that first call. Hopefully we've done a good job of aligning you with the right person on that first call that's on our team. If not, then we're going to try to align you with somebody else. But most of the time, we're able to fit you with someone who's an expert in what you're looking to do, where you're looking to do it, and is a good personality fit for you. Because at the end of the day, also, where you're interested in buying and selling real estate matters. It's not a good idea to pick an agent that's just an agent in Massachusetts, just because they're an agent in Massachusetts. You really want someone that knows the local market, knows how to take you to the right homes, knows how to identify problems within that town or answer questions about schools and answer questions about living in the community, what it feels like, especially if you haven't been living in that community, what the commute's like, what the traffic's like, what, are there trains that go by that are allowed to sell? There's all these things that you want to know as a buyer. So it makes sense for us to connect you with someone who's an expert in that area, an expert in what you're looking to do, and is a good personality fit for you. So book a call right now. We look forward to meeting you. I look forward to helping you as the team leader of the Lux Group, to helping you really build massive wealth in real estate in the next 15 to 20 years and be your real estate resource for life. And as the founder, my name is Tracy Barber again, and I'm always going to be here for you if you have any concerns at all with anything related to the team member you've been aligned with or anything. you can actually call me anytime, 978-400-1617. That's 978-400-1617. You can always search me on Facebook and Instagram also, but call me anytime. If you have a question related to real estate, you want my personal help in figuring out who's the best fit for you, I'd love to help you out. And if you have some kind of issue you're having with one of our team members, I'm also here. Because at the end of the day, this is about building a long-term relationship with our clients, and one that they look back and say, that's my agent. At the end of the day, one of the questions we're going to ask a lot of our consumers that come in through leads is, who is your go-to agent? Most buyers don't have one, which is sad because most of them have probably run into many real estate agents in their life. The problem is those agents didn't understand that it's not just about their next home. Being a real estate agent really, to me, means that you should be a real estate advisor for life, not just there when they're ready to buy and sell their next home. It's a real estate for life kind of scenario. That's what changes lives, not just helping them get into their next home and being gone. All right, that's all I have. I could go on all day. I love real estate, and we look forward to helping you. I look forward to seeing you in your next home.